But like with all quick fixes, the results are not only temporary, but inevitably lead to disappointment. So the idea that everyone has to glow up is just unrealistic. Hello, welcome back to my channel, where today I'll be doing this to my hair and discussing why I think glow up culture leads to disappointment. Originally this video was just going to be a regular hair video where I just bleach and dye my hair, but nothing was really going to my plan and I was getting really stressed about it, and I realized a lot of these thoughts and feelings come from glow up culture and the whole idea that one can turn their life around through quote unquote perfecting their outer appearance. So this video kind of molded into talking about that topic, especially when I have such a good example of why I think this is quite a toxic culture. But before I get into talking about the topic, I do want to talk a little bit about how I'm doing my hair. So I have naturally really dark hair, so I need quite a strong bleach to get it to this bright colour that I want. So for this time round, I used the Garnier 8 Tones Ultra Blonde bleach. This used to be my go-to bleach, so I have quite a few boxes left in the house. But I'd honestly recommend the Bleach London Total Bleach instead. It doesn't leave my hair feeling anywhere near as dry, and I feel like it just tones my hair better. I don't know the science behind that, but I think it just leaves my hair looking better than this particular bleach. So now on to glow-ups. If you watch a lot of YouTube like I do, you would have probably come across many glow-up videos over the years, especially if you enjoy content in the more lifestyle categories, so makeup, fitness, house renovation and the like. And these videos are completely based around the creators boosting their own self-confidence through undergoing beauty treatments or lifestyle changes that they feel they have neglected for a certain amount of time. And at face value, I think this is great. Boosting self-confidence is very important. Feeling your best is always great as well. It's nice to have a little pick-me-up ever so often, especially if you've been feeling very burnt out or just not your best for a while. But why are these changes seen as a glow-up? Why are they valued higher than other things? Like, why is fresh hair seen as better than slightly grown out hair? Why are new fancy nails better than plain nails? And in short, it's because social media tells you that all these really superficial things are more highly valued. Social media tells us, but especially women, that perfection is the only option. If you search glow up on YouTube, the vast majority of results are women, because women have a lot more pressure put on their physical appearance. They have extremely high unrealistic beauty standards to meet regardless of age, class or job. Not to say men don't also have unrealistic standards, just look at superheroes in movies. And people outside of gender definitely have different standards to meet. They're kind of expected to be very androgynous all the time. However, I think the reason women specifically are drawn more to glow up culture because it's almost exclusively temporary factors which men aren't traditionally expected to care about, such as makeup, skincare, nails, outfits and hair. It's all very traditionally minded, by which I mean it's based around traditional ideas of gender roles and our predetermined roles in society decided on mostly by Victorians. John Ruskin's Sesame and Lilies is a really good representation of these ideas. I don't have a copy of the book, but I was reading back an essay I wrote in uni and I've quoted him as saying that men and women are in nothing alike. Men are active, progressive and defensive, whereas women are for sweet ordering. This book is quite a hard read because it's based on a lecture, so it's quite academically minded. So if you want to read a more artistic representation of these ideas, I'd recommend The Lady of Shalott. It's a poem by Alfred Tennyson. I think it's Tennyson, it might be Tennyson. I cannot remember and I didn't write his name down in my script for some reason. But if you search Lady of Shalott, it will come up. This is also a Victorian. It's a very sad fictional poem, which metaphorically describes the confines of femininity and the patriarchy. And I think it really does describe a lot of the ideas that I see coming up over and over again in glow up culture. The ideas of being soft and feminine and having really long hair, like all the artworks that go with this poem. She always has really long hair. She's always weaving all day. She can't go outside. It's a really good poem. I'd highly recommend reading it if you're interested in this sort of topic. But what I'm trying to say with this point is that a glow up is just an easy and accessible way of quickly abiding to social norms and returning to society after a period in which one doesn't have the time to think about their appearance. But like with all quick fixes, the results are not only temporary, but inevitably lead to disappointment. Back to my hair for a moment. For the colour, I used Bleach London dye in the Big Pink and Twisted Lemon, neither of which were my original plans at all. I really wanted to do half pastel purple and half green, but my hair just didn't lift enough to do any pastel colours, so I had to go back in with the pink I had in before to cover the old dye and a yellow at the roots, in the hope that it will be the easiest colour to take out to put in the pastel eventually. All in all, the way my hair went is the perfect example for me to give as to my main point in this video, that being that striving for a perfect glow up, striving to constantly be the better version of yourself and never finding satisfaction in your everyday, causes you to fall into a never-ending cycle of disappointment and self-consciousness. When you start buying into glow up culture and the idea that you have to consistently return to the perfect, even when in the grand scheme of things looks shouldn't matter, you start to devalue your everyday quote-unquote average look and view it as a lesser version of you, meaning that over time you will eventually only feel your best when you have the freshest hair, the best skin, healthiest diet, etc, etc. And when you can't reach those expectations due to life happening, you will build this deep-rooted disappointment in yourself that is so difficult to break free from. For me personally, this feeling has just been getting stronger over time, especially recently, and it's based around the idea that I don't look alternative enough. My hair isn't bright enough, my makeup isn't dramatic enough, the way I dress isn't extreme enough. And on a base level, this is motivation, and motivation is great. It makes us strive to better ourselves, but it shouldn't be the constant. It shouldn't be based around our looks, because looks change, hair grows, nails break, and applying too much value to our looks distracts from all the things that should hold more value, like intelligence, work ethics, relationships, friendships, having fun, not overthinking every photograph, everything like that. I personally don't like most people taking photos of me. Like at work, I just tell people I don't do photos, and that is fully controlled by my need to look a certain way. I'm also transgender, so that obviously has a huge impact as well. I want to look my version of masculine all the time, and I really focus on all the ways I'm not able to do this when I look at photos of myself. But I don't think this feeling has in any way be helped by glow up culture, because it makes me feel like I'm not trying hard enough. That's probably my biggest issue with this whole concept, that other people can look at you and go, you're not trying hard enough, you need to work harder, you need to glow up, when the people they're saying that to are actually trying their absolute best and thought they looked great. It's always worse when in your mind you are the glow up version of yourself and then someone else makes a negative comment about your appearance. Humans are really not able to comprehend how much we're seen nowadays thanks to social media. When you post online, everyone and anyone can see how you look and comment on your appearance, because your appearance is the first thing anyone ever sees. That's the first thing that anyone ever knows about you. We really need to take some of the pressure off and let people look like people and not supermodels. We need to stop focusing so heavily on how everyone looks, especially when you are young and growing and trying to find yourself. No one looks the same as they did as a teenager, as an adult. That's just not how growing up works. Your face is going to change. So the idea that everyone has to glow up is just unrealistic. So there's probably a lot more I could say on this topic, but I am going to leave this video here for now. This is my finished hair. It came out quite cute, even though it wasn't anything near what I wanted. I did swirls on one side and a heart on the other, which I've never done before, and they're not perfect. They're very patchy in places, but I think it's something I could definitely improve on over time, with the help of my sibling, of course, who I dragged out of bed at 11 PM to do my hair for me. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like down below, comment your thoughts on this topic, and subscribe, as I post 2 videos a week, and I'd love to see you again. But until then, bye!